story. I know we are all zoomed out at times, so I try to make these things as so informative as possible. Oh, Chris, I don't mean to leave my camera off. I don't have a webcam and mic for my desktop. We will forgive you, Chris, this week, okay? So my name is Valerie, for those of you who are joining us for the first time this week, and I am Director of Operations for Knighton Real Estate Advisors and co-founder of Strategic Admin. Here we go. We've got some people coming in now. All right, thank you everybody for who's just logging in. We're just gonna jump right into it. This is a recorded call, so if you do come in late and you feel you missed anything, we'll be replaying it later for you guys as well. So today we're gonna talk about social media strategies to help you build followers. So our team has gone to 4,000 followers, and it's taken us a while, not gonna lie. 4,000 followers on Facebook, it's one of our top lead sources. And we also are generating leads from Instagram as well. So I wanted to share with you guys some of the basic things that got us to where we are. So if you're a single agent on the call today, or if you have a team, at any point in your business, wherever you are, you can take what we learned from today and build on it. So I'm gonna start with just a few little things of how to get started. And good news is our marketing director is on the call today as well. So if I'm out of line or I'm not saying all the right things, Megan's gonna jump in when needed, because Megan takes care of all of our social media on our team. So when I first started with our team, Knighton Real Estate Advisors, we had, I'm going to say, probably around 300 to 400 followers on Facebook. And people are probably wondering, why is it so important to have followers? And aren't we all just tired of saying we need more followers, we need more followers? The reason on Facebook why you need the followers is because people need to see what we do. So one of the things that we started doing 4 years ago, so if I can help anyone get through that 4-hour or 4-year window, and if there's any mistakes that I've made that I can share with you guys so you can bypass all the mistakes, then that's a win for me today. So in order for you to get to 4,000 followers or up higher than 4,000 followers, the number one thing you need to do is make sure you have a consistent story to tell, or consistent content. I'm not going to get into personal contents per agents or anything like that. I'm really just going to focus on listings, solds, buy deals, and all that kind of stuff, and just how we tackle. Sorry guys, I'm just letting some people in. Hey everybody who just logged in, thanks for joining us. Just let everyone know that we're going to start talking about social media strategies to get you guys up and running. And you can take the information from today and build out, if you're a single agent, to an agent with an admin, to a large team. All right. So before I share a screen, I'm going to mute everybody. So what we've done with our social media is 4 years ago, we made the decision that we're going to solely focus on all of our products, so our listings, not personal side. So we created a Facebook page strictly for our team, which is called Knighton Real Estate Advisors. We're going to share a screen. I'm going to show you some of our stuff as we go as well. And what we started doing was posting our listings, posting our solds. I'm going to get into how we did it, because we didn't just throw a photo up with our new listing on Facebook. We had a template. And we religiously follow that template to this day. It has 0 changes in it, and it has built us up to over 4,000 followers on Facebook. You can look at our reviews on Facebook. We're doing really well with getting reviews as well. And it's because of the work we started creating 4 years ago. So if today you guys can just bypass all those years and come and meet me and join us, and we're all doing it at the same level right now, amazing. And I think we have a few marketing people from other teams as well. So I would love feedback from you guys on if you guys have any suggestions or doing anything for your team that works really well. So let's share as much as we can today. So this is our team's Facebook page. Oh, all right. Where am I going to put you guys? Okay, so this is our team's Facebook page. And I'm going to try to go through and show you guys. I'm going to start with Facebook, then we'll move into Instagram, and then I'll share with you some timelines. So a few weeks ago on our listing call, I talked to you all about how we have a listing timeline for our team, and it's a way that we communicate with our clients so they know every step of the way what we're doing. And in that listing timeline, we actually put when we are putting on things on social media. So we do all of our lives, so our listings go live on Tuesdays and now Thursdays. So Tuesdays on Facebook, we flood it with all of our new listings. And how do we do that on the back end of things? So our marketing director actually, I'll take it one step further. Our listing manager. So if there's any admins on the team are on this call right now, just make sure you're writing this down because this is a great tool for you guys if you are working with our marketing director as well. So our listing manager, the minute she lists a property, she tags our marketing director in an Asana note. Our marketing director knows now that listing's gone live and she drops the so the new listing post on Facebook. So I'm gonna see, so here's one for example, this was just posted 2 hours ago. We now do listings as well on Thursdays. Same template for the last 4 years. So we've made no changes because it works really well for us. So we put stunning new listing. The only thing we'll change is maybe if it's stunning or charming, we might change this wording up a little bit here. And the other thing is when you're posting to your team page, which we'll get into a little bit more details later, we always publish by Chris Knighton because he has the most followers on Facebook. So what that means is that if we post, say if Megan, who's our marketing director, posted, majority of the people that would see that would be on Megan's page, even though she's posting it through Knighton Real Estate Advisors. It's just this little thing that we found out the hard way because it would always say published by Valerie Simoneau, and I didn't have a lot of followers on Facebook, so only a select few people were seeing it. So here's another catch for you guys too. If you are doing the marketing for your team, make sure you're posting it by your team leader when you do that. So we just simply go into Knighton Real Estate Advisors under Chris Knighton's account, and then all of his followers, all of Knighton Real Estate followers see it. So we get more exposure that way. Address and price. So here's things. A lot of people comment on other people's posts, other real estate agents. Why don't you put the price? I actually saw a comment or a thread going on the other day about how realtors hide the price. We don't. We never have since day one. One is we want to give as much information as possible. And there's already that stigma where we're hiding stuff or we're vague with it, whatever we do. So we eliminate that. We just remove they'll never be able to say that. We always give the price. One of the other reasons, sorry guys, we're just gonna let some people in here. Hey Amber, hey Charlotte, thanks for joining us. So we're actually just talking about Facebook and how we make our posts. So for social media, like I was saying, it's really important that you have content and you have a timeline of events for social media as well. So it's a system, guys, just like anything else we do. So we put the price on all of our listings, we don't hide it. It creates a lot of work when you eliminate the price. A lot of people in the bottom comments want to know what the price is, and it just makes it easier. Give all the information up front. So those that are interested in a $749,000, $800,000 house, those are the people that are going to reach out and connect with us. We give our listing agents contact information on Facebook as well, so that the questions can go directly to her if needed. And then we throw in, here's another key thing that I've learned over time. So we throw in as many photos as we can. I'm not quite sure how many photos Facebook will allow, but we throw in all of our best photos. We make the top 5 photos we put are the most impactful ones, because as you can see, those are the ones that people see off the start. So we make sure our first 4 photos are the most engaging ones out of all of our photos for those particular listings. And we boost our post. So a new listing day, and Megan, stop me if I'm wrong. So on listing day, we boost our post $25. And then actually, you know what, guys? I'm gonna apologize. I missed an entire step. We do, so we'll stick with this listing. So because it goes live on Tuesday, let's say we got the listing last week on Wednesday, we immediately take a photo of the house at the listing appointment and put it right up on social media as a new exclusive coming soon. So I forgot our exclusive step. So our exclusive step, we don't put in the price, we don't put in the contact information, we just basically say exclusive listing coming soon. We boost that one $25. Then we go live Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that's what you're seeing right now is the live listing Tuesday, Thursday. So today this went live, and we boost it again. And then typically what we would do is we would then be boosting on Thursday or Friday the open house that's coming up. And I'll go in, we actually still do virtual open houses as well. And I think I'm gonna try to check the chat box as much as I can. You're welcome, Lacey, thanks for joining us. How long is that $25 setup for, audience setup for? So if we're doing an exclusive for, if we're doing an exclusive for a week, we'll do it for the week. So we'll run it for 7 days until we know it's going live. And then the minute it goes live, the boost is now being done for that. And I believe we'll do it anywhere from 7 to 14 days. If you don't mind if I'm not right with how many days you boost it for. And then afterwards, guys, another thing too is always check your engagements, your reach. If you can see down here, people reach engagements. This was just 2 hours ago. So always double check and make sure, and then when you click on, I won't do that now because my computer will run really slow. You can see your target in there, like who's actually engaging this. Is that all that 27, just the team sharing it? Or is it actual people engaging about it? One step farther, guys, download the Page app to your phone. So team leaders, single agents, admins, download the Page app to your phone. So if you're never in front of your laptop and you miss what would be a contact coming in or a question about the property, then your Page app will give you the notifications that you wouldn't necessarily see sometimes just on Facebook alone. That was a lesson we learned. We were seeing all these comments and we could see them, we just couldn't get to them. So we had to download the Page app because we had our own Facebook pages, other people's Facebook page, other groups we're part of and we're admins part of. So we were able to see someone was commenting, but we weren't able to actually go in and interact. So we downloaded the Page app and we were able to do the interaction with everybody. So I just want to make sure if Megan's putting any comments in. It's frozen. Then that leads us into our virtual open houses. So as you can see here, we still advertise for all of our open houses. And guys, just to let you know with how this works, we personalize a web page. So for all of our listings, new listings and our virtual open houses, they all come with their own personalized web page. So we give them the address. You can click on it. You can do your virtual walkthrough on yourself. We're doing this long before COVID had started. It's always been our system, giving people access to the web page, going in and just doing the tour themselves. This is the same thing we use for our virtual open houses. This link right here, nothing different than we've always been doing. To do a personalized link, you're looking at about $14 to buy it through GoDaddy, which is what we do. And then our photographer sets up the back end of this stuff and sends us a personalized link at the back end, and we just add it into GoDaddy. That was such a vague description, guys, but you can tell that I know nothing about technology. So if you have any questions on how it's actually done, I'm going to put my marketing director to work and she'll reach out to you guys and she can give the information below. Yeah, so we tailor a web page around it. Now with the virtual open house, we've made a new system. So one of the things we do with our virtual open houses is we email our clients before the open house to let them know who's hosting it, what day it's going live on Facebook, and what time. And the reason why we do that is because 99% of the time, those people show up and they watch it. They'll even go in the comments for us and answer questions for us if our agent can't get to it in time, which is amazing. We have the best clients ever. They actually work harder sometimes than I think we do during those virtual open houses. So one thing that we noticed, and we just implemented a new system, and again, if this can help anybody, by all means, we had to learn the hard way. A lot of our agents were booking showings right before a virtual open house. So let's say they had an open house at 8 p.m. and they got called and a client wanted to see a showing at 8 p.m. Then it started the group text with, can someone cover my open house? I'm going to do a showing. And because it was a virtual open house, we kind of let it just be flexible and not as important. And then we realized our clients are showing up. This should be treated like a Sunday open house at 2 o'clock. You would never book a showing during an open house. So we started and implemented a new system this week where if you've booked your open, so Mondays on our Monday morning meeting, we sit down as a team via Zoom and we decide who's doing what virtual open house. We document it, we send an email blast out to our database, and on the flip side is extreme accountability. So now our agents have committed to that time and they're showing up. If there's a reason why they can't get online, such as internet or an emergency, heaven forbid that happen, but an emergency happened, it's our agent's responsibility to call our clients and let them know what has happened and tell them, here's when I'm rescheduling your virtual open house. So we've had we had an agent miss a virtual open house last week, and the client emailed our listing manager the next day and was kind of like wondering, oh, I thought we were doing an open house. I went online, didn't see anything. So they're watching, guys. So if you're going to be putting it out there that you're doing a virtual open house, treat it just like you would a Sunday open house. The clients deserve that. They want that. That's all part of what we tell them now that we're doing for them. It's added value. So make sure we're doing that. So again, we advertise the virtual open houses when it's coming. What else do we have up here just while we're here? All of our videos. So if anyone on here is a team of 2 or more, I would love to show you some of our agents' pages, but I won't do that only because in the internet, I just don't want to lose connection in any way. So Justin here, he has Justin Sawicki, Knight and Real Estate Advisors, Keller Williams. So he hosts it. He logs on as Justin Sawicki, goes in under Knight and Real Estate Advisors, and we do all of our open house, all of our virtual home or open houses, all of our videos are strictly done under Knight and Real Estate Advisors. Again, there's more of a reach than if he did it on his personal page. And he's just going to get the personal people on that page. He's not actually going to get the people who follow us because they're interested in buying a home. So because of these systems that we've taken, we've built this following of people who truly are like the 4,000 people that are here. We've either worked with them, added them into, added them as from our database, friends or family. We feel like we've created a really good engagement and personal connection with half the people that follow us here. And then as you go through, you'll see any videos we do outside of our virtual open houses. So every Wednesday we do how are you doing? Well, how you doing, which the spelling is terrible, but that's what it's supposed to be. How you doing? It's an informative video reaching out to people, asking them how they're doing during COVID. It's anywhere from 30 minutes to, okay, this week they kept it to 27 minutes, which is amazing, 30 minutes to an hour, strictly talking to people. Well, this one was typically about the long weekend and how you survive that. So, and again, we only publish all of our team videos on our webpage, on Knight and Real Estate Advisors for the most engagement. And it's a great way. I don't know if you guys track this stuff, but we really do. So we track how many people were reached. So this video was done 20 hours ago. And so here's the thing going into a virtual world as well. And I was going to talk about this a little bit later, but I'm going to share it with you now instead. One of the most important things about this is being able to see if you're using this as a form of lead gen, how to track that. So it's really easy to put a video up and to do all that. But how are you tracking how many people are actually physically watching, how many people are actually engaging? And you can see all this stuff here. But how are you supposed to gauge that in terms of, is it working for you social media wise? So we track at the very beginning, and it's kind of embarrassing, but hey, you start somewhere. When we started doing virtual open houses, we would have 1 to 4 people average watching our open house videos. And we're a team of 14, so probably 2 of those were team members, probably the homeowner, and then off and on it would trickle to 4 to 7 people. We now are getting up to anywhere between, and we've only been doing it consistently for 2 weeks, 12 to 50 people popping in to watch our open house videos. Now, on your phone, when you're scrolling through Facebook and you come across a video but you don't stop, you just keep scrolling, that counts as a view. So keep that in mind. So when we look at, because we track now, we're reaching 697 people, and we didn't even boost this post. 697 people in the last 20 hours have actually, it's reached. 73 engagements. So what that is that's shares, private messages, comments, whatever that looks like. And then as you can see here, she's actually had 200 views. So we went from having maybe 16 to 30 views to 200 views. So guys, whatever it is that you have stuck to for the last 2 weeks and you're feeling banged up about it because you're not getting the engagement, don't stop doing it. We are living proof that you can go from 4 viewers. You just have to be consistent and keep doing the same thing over and over again until you just know that it's not working. It's going to be frustrating, it's going to be time consuming, and it's probably going to suck, and you're going to feel it's like a waste of your time. Our agents have been there. They were doing open house videos. They thought, the longer we talk, the more engagement, the more people jump on. Yes, that's true. But eventually you're not spitting out any content. You're just talking to fill time, and you're repeating yourself over and over again, and our clients are hearing that. So at what point do you just have to end it? So now we run our videos, our open house videos, anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. And we're getting really good responses during that call. Every single agent is following our system for the video, and then creating some new things. So this week, if I can share with anybody, one of the things we're going to transition into, because now we really are a virtual world, and even when we get back to the way things will be, we really want to still keep this intact, because we've been able to build. So during the last 2 weeks, we've increased our engagement on Facebook, and we've added 714 new people started following us because of our consistency with our videos, our listings, our open houses, our new exclusives, all that stuff. So take your work page, and if you're using your personal Facebook, that's absolutely fine. Actually, our team leader started with this personal page, and then a couple weeks into us working together, we opened up, well, he had the page running, we weren't using it, so we started using it a little bit more, and that's how we build it. So if you have a personal page and you have a business in real estate, get a business page going. Run your events through that business page, and we'll get your reviews go to that page as well. So really build this up, and especially right now where we have the time to actually sit and fill the gaps for our business. This was a huge gap for us. I'm so excited that we were able to kind of move into this. So one of the things that we've started doing now, implementing now, is actually, to be quite honest, I lost my train of thought because I went down a rabbit hole about something else. So let me just see if there's any questions while I figure it out. Oh man, I think we froze. All right, did I lose everybody for a bit and we're all good? Because I got booted out and now I'm back in. So, okay. And now my screen looks completely different, but I kind of like it like this, so. All right, so what I was saying is that during this time, and it looks like my page is actually frozen here, guys, so I do apologize. I knew that was gonna happen. Hang in there, guys, while we fix this. I'm not sure what's going on.
We can see you, we just can't see your screen.
Yeah, it just quit screen share, guys. So I'm gonna try it one more time and bear with me. All right, thanks everybody. That's 2 weeks in a row we had Zoom issues. Okay, so what I was saying is how we stay consistent with our branding and how we funnel everything through to our business page, because it has the most amount of viewers. So if an agent's doing anything, any videos, anything like that, and they do it on their personal page, it's just not going to have the reach. So if you have a team, give your team admin access. As an admin, you should have admin access on the Facebook page as well, because they can funnel everything through there. And that's not personal stuff. We keep all of that. You'll see on our Facebook page, the only thing that's personal would be team-related events. Individual agents do not post anything personal on this page. And I know that that sounds a bit harsh. They have their own pages. That's to build their own personal brand. So we keep things strictly professional on here. So we also do just purchase posts. And we started doing these about 1.5 years ago. Probably one of our favorite posts, because it's celebrating our buyer side. So it's a way to engage for our buyers. Just sorry, guys. Okay. Celebrate our buyers and to give our agents the access to an additional viewing, or what do you call it, credit for social media or social media presence. I'm trying to look for the word. Tammy says, but what if we don't want them posting? So can we still add them via tagging and not give them access? You can do that. We do tagging. If you notice, I probably get, well, I have 4 notifications right now, and they're strictly all team stuff. Chris Knighton tagged you in a post, Knighton Real Estate Advisors tagged you in a post. You can do that, Tammy, but they're not going to get the exposure. So if you're just tagging them in a post, it's the person tagging them that's going to see it. Their followers will see it as well. You're going to get the most exposure driving it to your Facebook page, the business page, if you have the followers. So because we have 4,000 people, no one else on our team has that many followers, so it's just beneficial to drive it through that team page, so the reach is longer. If that makes any sense. You can still tag them. We do also do that as well. So what we do here is, so this was a purchase that Shannon did with our buyers, and this is part of our buyer system. So part of that is we celebrate our buyers on Facebook. We don't tag anybody outside of the team on this. So if it's a client, we do not take a client in there. We don't want to breach any privacy of theirs. You're just wondering about the admin access. Do you want to take yourself off mute and just maybe talk more about that with me?
Yeah, so I was just wondering, like you said, give the agents admin access so they can, maybe I missed it wrong, maybe I heard it wrong, but so that they can post, or is it that put their followers on there?
So they can post.
So what if you don't want them posting, but you want them, you're driving all of their clients to the team page?
So if you have a strong system in place on what gets posted on the page, so our agents don't post anything outside of virtual open houses. That's the only thing, or if they do educational videos, those are the only things our agents are actually posting on our Facebook page. Everything else is done strictly by our marketing director. And guys, it's timelined. So she knows what she's posting Monday. She knows she's doing new listings on Tuesday, new listings Wednesdays, open house Thursdays or Fridays. She knows all of those things that are happening. And even one step farther, at the beginning of the week, she actually plans out the week. And I was going to share this one closer to the end of our call, but she plans out her week. So she knows, and we used to use Gramto, Gramto, as one of our pieces of as one of our systems for, you could go in, preload all of your posts, and you never have to touch it again, and it'll actually post those, and you time them when you want them to go out. And then we switched to a new system called Later, later.com, and you're able to go in there, create all your content, create all your posts, and this is really good for Instagram, because how many of us get tired of having to write the long post, do all the hashtags, so you can actually set it up and spend a little bit of time with that at the beginning of the week, and then tomorrow we'll drop your post that you picked for Tuesday and the one for Wednesday, and so on and so on. So it's a great tool to have. And I believe the cost for Later and Gramto are around $12 to $14 a month. I believe there's a free level too, but then it only lets you use it for so many times before you have to pay. So back to this. So with our agents, Tammy, just to let you know, is our agents don't share anything personal on our Facebook page. I think I had mentioned that before. So again, you'll see closing day. So we celebrate closing days as well. Sold. And it might not be visually appealing at times, because sometimes, maybe because I look at it all the time, but the consistency is really what's winning for us. So if you have a business page, I highly recommend creating the system behind it. So you're not just finding, what am I going to post today? And do I post this listing one? You post it. You know you're going to post it. If you put your listings live on Tuesday, you know you're doing a post on Tuesday. And create a template that's the same template moving forward. Because on the flip side of that, we know if we missed out, we didn't put like a stunning new listing, and then our client sees that and be like, oh, but you said stunning new listing about the one before us, and you missed that tagline, clients are going to call you out on that. So keep consistent, so you're keeping it looking the same for everybody. Personalized web domain, guys, we touched on that briefly. Great tool to have. Drives everybody right to the property. I'm going to click on this and if I lose you guys, I apologize, but I just want you guys to see actually what it is. And I'm going to get to questions in just a second. I do see a couple up there. So it brings you right to our 3D tour. And then they can have access to go in. They can look it over. I'm not going to go into anything else because I just don't want to, it took me right in there. I just don't want to lose access here, guys. So, and then like I said, your 4 appealing photos, always. The 4 photos that are like your wow photos, the ones that are going to knock your socks off, the ones that are like symmetrical, they draw your attention right in. Those are the ones that go there. And then after you've created this system for your Facebook, so this is where you start. So this is just the bare minimum. Once you get started on this, I'm going to quickly check the questions. Later.com, Megan, thank you. Anna, do you track? We do. So we actually do. I'll show you how we do the tracking. It's something we're really working on now to build up even better. Not 100% the best at it, but I will definitely show you or give you some tips on how we track our return of investment on that. So typical post, or sorry, typical listing, let's say that we probably spend $75 boosting this listing from the minute it's exclusive to the minute it's sold. So $75 in total broken up over whatever the posts are. And I believe we do 4 or 5 posts. 4 for sure, we do exclusive, listing, sold, and closing day. So 4 posts spread out $75. And then at the end of the year last year, we were able to see that we had, I'm going to stretch this, and please, if I'm wrong, again, girls, if any of the admin girls are on the call, correct me if I'm wrong, 75 leads from Facebook last year. Not all of them had transacted yet. We still have people that we're working with. And these were genuine leads, people that have signed BRAs, that we've listed properties from Facebook. And the reason we were able to track that, one, we always ask people, how did you hear about us? If they've called us and they say, I got all your information from Facebook, great. We document that in our CRM that that's where it came from. So for typical listing, we spend about $75. On the buy side, $25. And it's just a simple sold or closing day post that we do for them. And then I was going to go into something else here. Let me make sure I've answered the questions. We are doing Facebook ads, Anna. We're not doing them through Command, which is a system that Keller Williams has in place. We don't do it through that. We have not been successful with Facebook ads. I don't know, we're still playing around with it, and maybe we'll dabble in it a little bit more, but we're not hugely successful. And Megan, if you have any feedback on that, let me know if you have a difference of opinion in that. I keep saying Megan, just for anybody who's logged in, Megan is our marketing director. So giving the agents access to go in and be able to post their videos, do their virtual open houses is a great thing to do as well. I wanted to talk about something and it completely left my mind. I know we were talking about how at one point, this is the starting point for you guys, okay? So the minute you've got your Facebook page up and running, you've got everybody in the admin section that you need to have, and you've built your system. So you know Monday what you're posting, Tuesday, all the way to the end of the week, using a system if you need to, like we mentioned before, that pre-populates all your stuff for you for the week. So especially if you're a single agent, great tool to have. You spend your your Monday just doing about an hour of social media, and the rest of the week it doesn't work for you on the back end. So that's a great tool for anyone who is a single agent. The second step now is how do you build rapport, add followers, and kind of build that brand from Facebook. So again, I'm going to start at the very easiest job that you could possibly do, and that's asking people to join your group. So getting as many people that you've worked with, family, friends, asking them to share. So we ask family and friends to go like our Facebook page. So I think half my family's in there. And then sending a note to anybody that you meet along the way, putting it on your business card. I know it sounds ancient, putting it on your business card, because a lot of times people will go to Facebook, check you out first. Let's be honest, clients are now Googling us to see who we are. I do it all the time. If I've run across somebody I don't know, first thing I do is Google, and then I creep them. So imagine if they're able to creep your Facebook and they see this professional page in front of them. Don't post personal stuff on your business page. A lot of people say, make sure you do one personal post to all the business stuff or vice versa. I mean, you can do that. We've never really gone that way, so it would look really silly if Aaron here, for instance, dropped a personal post on our page. We have him so he'll have his own page, Aaron D'Alessio at Knighton Real Estate Advisors, where he can do all of that stuff, and he can tag our page. So he can still tag it and help those people see. We just don't post that stuff right on our Facebook page. So one of the things about generating content and getting followers and all that stuff is now, so what we did is we took Chris's Facebook page, our team leader. So if anyone on here is an agent, a solo agent, go to your Facebook page, and if you're adding, and at any scale actually, but if you're just starting out with this, go to your Facebook page, put everybody in as followers, follow my page, follow my page, follow my page. And then what you want to do is happy birthday. Now you want to engage. So you're getting the followers, you're growing, and now you want to engage. So we actually personally reach out to every single person who has a birthday and wish them happy birthday. If someone's celebrating the birth of a child, so here's another step too. So it's a great tool to build trust in a relationship. So we have clients that'll, if they post, oh, you just had a baby, or just had whatever, an event or something they're celebrating in their life, we'll actually send them a gift. They're not a client, they're just someone on our Facebook page, send them a gift. Build the rapport, build their trust. They're obviously on our page because they want to interact or they like what they see. We engage somehow. Hey everybody, sorry if anyone got booted during that short little thing that happened there. I'm not really sure what happened. So yeah, so engagement. So we don't get a lot of comments. If you see here, we actually don't get a lot of people saying much. The only time now we get engagement or comments, sorry, is on our videos, our virtual videos and our informative videos. So here's what we've done now, and this is actually, now I'm back on track. This is what I was going to talk about before. So, and Anna, to go along with what you said, how do you figure out your return on investment, or how do you know you're actually reaching people? So we've been doing these virtual open houses on our Facebook page. And I'll be honest, we've been banged up off and on because we've been getting the exposure, getting out there. Everyone's committed to doing these, and it's great. We weren't getting any views. No one was watching us, and we were starting to feel like, is it a kind of a waste of time? We didn't give up, and we kept pushing through. Now what you're going to see us do, and I would recommend this to anybody who's looking to now build contacts from social media. So before, anyone could come in, watch it. There's zero commitment to work with us. Oh, I just saw a really great video. That's it. So now what we do is we're actually going to have them register to come online. So during our virtual open house, we're going to create a landing page, and it says, if you would like a market report or a free home evaluation, and I know we use these lines all the time, sign up here. Now we're gathering data. So this is starting this week. Actually, it'll probably start next week because it's such a short week and it's crazy now that it's Thursday. Creating that landing page, driving them to it, having them sign in. Now we're gathering data. Now we're capturing new clients, hopefully. Because before, we weren't doing a very good job at scaling those virtual open houses and figuring out what the return of investment would be. So this is now our next step. We've built up the engagement. Now we're moving to the next step. So if anyone is just starting virtual tours or home videos or anything on their Facebook page, start now just having people register. Don't hold back. We held back. Hold on, I just want to make sure we don't have a question here. Nope. So one of the most important things for us was being able to track that, because we weren't doing a very good job at that. So one of the other things is every single agent on your team having their own business page. So like I said before, Aaron DeLessio at Knighton Real Estate Advisors, Justin Sawicki at Knighton Real Estate Advisors. One of the reasons why we do that is because if you Google Knighton Real Estate Advisors, their information pops up first. If you actually do a search for Knighton Real Estate Advisors, we don't even come up first. Our agents do, which is exactly what we want. So we're helping them build a brand. So Justin Sawicki, I'll give you a little how our personal pages looks like. Everything is branded, strictly following a system. He's done his appointment availability, which is really cool. Actually, we didn't do that. As an individual agent, this is a great tool to add onto your page. And again, he shares small little snippets of his personal life mixed with everything that he actually does with the team. So every week they do what's good about COVID. We run it through our business page, and we're building the engagement through there. So I'm just going to make sure I'm hitting off all the things. And be personal. So one thing we tell our agents is we don't post party pics. So I'll be honest, if someone wants to join our team, the first thing we do is we check social media. We check the culture of your social media and the way you are as a professional. If you say you were in real estate, I want to see that. So we make sure that you're personable. You can be relatable, but you don't need to show your parties on there. So we actually, you'll never see on our personal pages on any of our agents for their business page, you'll never see a party. You will never see them drinking. You will never see a video of them cursing. This is a true reflection of our brand. And if they're going to be able to carry the name Knight and Real Estate Advisors, they have to uphold those standards. So the system, we have a system for our personal pages as well. And when I say personal pages, guys, because I keep saying that, I actually mean their personal business page. So Justin has his own Facebook account. This is his personal business page. Everything he does, he tags it through our team page as well. And again, he's in the process of building up. Let's see how many likes he just shaved by accident. And so this is a funny picture he puts up. And someone actually thought he had pink eye. Poor guy. He was just showing how he shaved, and someone commented he had pink eye. So he has 604 followers, or people following him. Last year at this time, he probably had 102. So it doesn't seem like a lot of followers, and it seems like it took forever to build up that. But what he does is he's consistent with what he does. So he's sharing all of his posts that we post, or sharing all the posts that we post on our business page to his personal business page as well. I can personally go in, guys, and anyone who's on a team that's doing this is branching out their personal things. I now go to invite your friends on his page, and I invite all my friends. I invite all my family. I invite anybody who pops up on my friends list into this group. So I'm helping Justin create a brand. Every single team member should be doing this for one another. So if you haven't done that already for another member on your team, please go and do that today. Here's the reality. They always say, oh, you only want people to follow you that you know actually want to follow you. Nowadays, we have the ability to not follow people if we don't want to. So some people might not accept that invite to like somebody's page or whatever, and that's okay. That's them weeding out who they don't want to follow. So I'm going to go down here a little bit and see. That was back when he had facial hair. So yeah, so Justin will take everything that we've done on our team page and bring it over. He does not create his own listing posts. He does not create his own marketing. What we do, our marketing director at the beginning of the week, she sets up social media posts for all of our agents. So if we're doing this, if we're doing comments on, trying to think like quotes, celebrating like National Pizza Day, whatever that is, she's created a Google Drive. They just have to go in now to that Google Drive, pull the slide that they want, pull the quote that they want, and put it on theirs. So I'm going to pop over to Instagram for just a second, because for the sake of time, guys, we only have 15 minutes left, and I feel like it didn't bring a lot of value to you guys. And by any means, if there's questions, guys, pop in and ask away. So this is our Instagram page. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. It's so business. It's so, I would love to see more of a story on our Instagram page. However, that's just my opinion. This is working for us. So we had 600 followers probably a few months ago. We've cracked 1,000. Still doesn't seem like enough. We still need to get more. But we've been consistent, and our marketing director is doing an incredible job at our branding. We just branded this new logo a year and a half ago. So that was the other thing when we went into social media world, was we had to make that complete change. So happy May 2 for weekend. If anyone wants to share this, they absolutely can. They can share it to their stories, the whole bit. But creating a Google Drive of all the stuff that you can put in social media. Let's say you have team photos, which I'll see if I can find one. May the 4th be with you. She actually is a Star Trek fan, so I think that's why. Or maybe May the 4th is something. I'm not into Star Trek, so. And then, oh, it's going to be May. So clever little things. Our teammates can now take those and enjoy them on their own social media. So this, for instance, our team photo. Love this photo. We save it in the drive. If anyone needs to use it at any time of the day, they can. It's staying consistent with our brand. So when you're building out that system, you're building your brand on social media. And it's not necessarily about having the content. So if we click on this, that's it. Sometimes, you know, you see people who want to do a story, which is amazing, because I hear that that's really great. This works for us. Just straight to the facts. The hashtags, and like I said, we use later, because now Megan doesn't have to sit and go through all of this. She can pre-populate it and then it's just done. So one-time hashtags. Here's the other thing when you're doing your social media, and hashtags are the way of getting your name out there. It really is. It really does work. So if you're doing your hashtags, put all the cities you want to be part of, all the cities you want to get noticed, that you want to track engagement from. You want to, so for us in Stony Creek, we want Stony Creek, Hamilton, Niagara Falls, et cetera, et cetera. Those were going to be the hashtags that we use. That way people in Niagara Falls, if they're on Instagram, they're going to see that post. People in Hamilton, they're going to see that post. People in Oakville are going to see our post, and they're going to like our stuff. If they don't like it, a real estate agent will like it, and then their people will be able to see it as well. So building your hashtags. Now, here's the thing that's frustrating about hashtags. You get sick of having to do hashtag this, hashtag this. Copy and paste it, put it in a Word document, or put it in the notes on your phone. So whenever you're sitting to do your social media post, copy, paste your hashtags. It'll save you so much time, so much hassle, and so much frustration over it. We got a question. Yes, Megan has it all saved in Google. Keep it to copy and paste. Yes, you do an awesome job at that, Megan. I'm just trying to think, for the sake of time, what are we missing here? So one of the things that we started doing as well with our virtual open houses, guys, and I know I keep talking about the open house part of social media, but I'll be honest, it's been a big thing for us, and it's really generated a lot of exposure, leads. This week alone, our team has got, so Daniela did a video yesterday. She got a buy and a sell from it. First time, we're super excited because the first time since we've been doing this for 2 weeks, we've actually seen the engagement. Justin, who did what's good about COVID, I think he said it was, or what's good about something, last night got 2 listings and a buyer from it. So it's working, guys. You just got to hang in there. And if there's anything you could take away from today, if anyone's feeling frustrated, they don't feel traction, there's people that are watching you. They're just not engaging with you yet. They will. Stay consistent, stay upfront, stay personable, stay relatable, and don't go off the rails with your social media. Nobody wants to see a real estate agent out there partying, drinking. There's agents' pages that we've seen where we're just like, oh, that must have been tipsy, and started making some posts, which is totally fine. We've all made some tipsy posts. Just not your business page. Don't do that. So one of the things people like to see is I'll actually take you to Chris's personal page too before we go. Oh, not sure what I did there, Megan. So Chris posts like a fiend. It is a requirement on our team that you do 3 social media posts a day. He has learned that by doing so, he just posted now, by doing so, you're building that engagement. So I'm not going to give you today, and I apologize if anyone was jumping on for content and what to do. I can give you what you should be posting, which is your listings, promoting your business such like that. So that's what I'm hoping. If you guys can create a system from something so small as a just listed, just sold post, and stay consistent. So on Chris's page, you will notice on our business page, we don't post this stuff. Our top groups and stuff like that, we do not do any of that on our professional page. That page is not about us. That's about our clients, about what we can do for the community. So Chris takes all of his stuff that is not pertaining to a listing and whatnot and plops it into his own personal page. So he talks about the average price of real estate's going up. Videos that he does a lot of information videos and stuff for realtors, advertises the stuff that's on our business page, and so on and so on. But he does not share anything that doesn't pertain to our listings and our clients on our business page. So separate your business if you can. Give your agents their own branding structure on their own personal pages, their personal business pages. Create a Google Drive. Put a bunch of stuff in there, put some content, spend a day creating the content, whether it be a quote that you want to do, a National Pizza Day, May 2-4 weekend, whatever that is, plop it in the Google Drive. If it's just you, a single agent, take the time to do that and you'll never have to worry about it again. And then one of the best things is when people are engaging on your page, engage back and do it as fast as you can. Instant access, instant engagement works better. And they say if you can catch that person in 3 seconds, 3 to 7 seconds, you'll actually be able to carry on a conversation. So making sure that, and like I said, download the Page app for your phone, guys, because you'll be able to see the back end of stuff a lot faster. So if everyone has, and here's a big kicker too, just to make sure when you're adding your admins as your agents as admins to your page, very specific, do not touch a lead that comes in, do not answer, because once you give them admin, they can see everything. They can see the private messages that come through, the comments on a page, and the likes. We have one person control our Facebook, and that's it. So even though the agents can see the messages come in, one person answers it, and it's hands off everybody else. Because you don't want someone grabbing a lead that's out of line or talking to a client in the way that we don't. One of the tips I'll give you as well, whenever someone messages us, and I'll see if I can actually access our, actually I won't be able to on here. We never, ever talk in our Facebook Messenger about to clients that we don't have, or someone who's not really a client yet. So Anna, this might help you out with a little bit too of a return investment on that. Zero cost, to be honest, but if someone messages us via the messenger through our Facebook group and they want to know more information about a property, our only response back is, we are so happy to help. What's the best number to reach you at? If you're talking to them via messenger, one, you're just having a conversation with somebody who doesn't want to really buy the house or doesn't want to look at the house or is just not really sure if they really want to work with us. We don't have time for that. What's the best number to reach you at? Sometimes they'll give an email address. Email's great. Sorry, what was the number I can call you at and when can I give you a call? Get that number, capture their data. Because the minute you're able to have like the physical conversation with them, even better. Now, if they come back and say, just email for now works best, or just through right here, right now, when we're getting feelers out, we get that a lot. We're not really sure. We just wanted to maybe drop you a message and see if you can give us some general information. We'll give them general information. But the whole idea is converting them into a lead, into an appointment, into a client. So if you're going to be posting, contact us now. If you're going to post a post on your business page and ask them to get in touch with you, you better be available. So do not put yourself out there if you can't answer them back. If you don't have someone delegated to doing Facebook tasks in your Facebook system, don't put out there, contact us if you're not going to do it, because that's looking, when you're not reaching them and you're not calling them back, it creates a really bad, just creates a really bad environment for them, experience. Oh, bye Tammy, see you later. Does anyone have any questions? I kind of went off on Facebook for quite a time, but it is our #1 lead generator. Sorry, it's one of our top 5 lead generators for our team, and it strictly is because we're consistent. So here's a post too that I didn't get to show you guys. Every Monday, we decide what open houses we're doing, who's doing them, and what time. And we put this all right here. And the one thing about it is they can't overlap. So Aaron can't do, he has to do 6, Daniela has to do 7, because it's funneled through our Facebook page, our main page. So they all have to be doing them at separate times. So if you look at all of this, we send this out as an email blast to all of our clients in our database. We put it up on our social media. How do I get this thing there? Oh my good gosh. I mean, if anyone's been on my calls before, they know that I'm not tech savvy. So anyways, this is it. Here we are. Send this out to our database, put this all over our social media, and we have our own creavirtualtour.com. So we direct everybody from here to go to our creavirtualtours.com, where we now put all of this information and the virtual tour for each open house there as well. And so before we go back to the part where the engagement and how to build the rapport with people, it's basically showing up. Our consistency, so a lot of people know, well, probably everybody on our Facebook page knows that Tuesday they're going to see live listing by now. If you've been following us for 4 years, it's now just embedded in you. Like, I haven't seen anything from Knight and Real Estate Advisors for a while. We actually had a client reach out to us, and this was probably 2.5 years ago. Maybe even a little bit longer, and we hadn't done a post. We were still trying to figure out the system, and she's like, I'm getting your email blast, but I don't see you anywhere on social media. And we had literally hadn't posted in such a long time. We were so quiet. We were revamping everything. People do notice, guys. So don't get banged up if you're not getting an instant response, because it takes time to build. So Facebook has taken us 4 years, and I know I really went hard on Facebook today. It is our #1 source of social media. Instagram, we're slowly getting in there and slowly growing it. We have a lot of stuff going on in there. So what we do with Instagram, I'll show you guys too. Actually, I can't log out and log back in because it'll just take up way too much of your time. Every single agent on our team, so I'm going to go to Daniela, who generates leads from Instagram. So she has a personal account and a business account. I won't get into what's better for you, personal business. That's strictly what you can afford time-wise to take care of. If you have 2 Instagram pages, 2 pieces of work you got to do. So I'll leave that for you guys to decide. So this is Daniela's business Instagram page. She is generating 1 to 2 leads a week from this. 1 to 2 leads, and it's taken her so much time. She has almost given up on went just to having a personal page, and then she finally she got a few leads. It felt good. So what does she post? She posts questions about her, like she'll do quick questions like, hey guys, join me this Tuesday for my open house, my virtual open houses. Asking questions. So on Instagram, one thing that has really worked for us is that when you go to Instagram and you do a photo like this isn't one of our listings, this house is drop dead gorgeous as well. Asking people what they like better, what color doors they like. We've all seen people who do that on their social media, and we got a question here. Oh, bye Chris, see you later. We didn't have a question. So staying consistent with that. And like I said, if you're gonna ask people a question, be available to answer. So if you're gonna be posting stuff on Instagram or Facebook and people are actually engaging, engage back. Reviews, if you look on our Facebook page, we actually do, and I left our Facebook page, we have some great reviews. What we do to drive reviews, like I said, we don't show up until way down here, which is good. We're happy with that. 5 out of 5 stars. So because what we do is we send an email during every interaction with our clients. So when we start working with somebody, we're like, if you had a great experience during the listing appointment, click here to give us a review. Or if you had a great experience with us during the open house or a great experience with us during the entire process, we're always asking them to go to Facebook. So eventually they're just like, oh my God, they're not gonna leave me alone, I'm just going to Facebook. So they go to Facebook and they leave us a review. A lot of people ask us, do you leave your negative reviews up? 2 answers. If it's those ones where it's like the, what do you call those people, like the fake accounts, like people that just go in and just maliciously like talk about people, we'll remove those ones because those aren't legit and they do bring down our stars. But if someone goes onto our Facebook review and leaves us a review that was like, you know, I'm extremely disappointed, didn't get this, we leave it. We leave the bad reviews, and here's why. We're human, we make mistakes. No one's gonna think we're 5 out of 5. Not everyone's looking at that going, oh, they're 5 out of perfect. We're not. If you actually go in and read our reviews, you'll see some people have some comments about us that are not so nice. That's our learning. We learn from all of that feedback. So we don't remove it. We're human. We make mistakes. We're not going to be 100% all the time, but we definitely hold ourselves accountable. If we leave it up on social media and people can see it, we'll never give another person a reason to think that way about us again. So don't feel bad if you get a bad review. It's learning. Take it, build yourself up better. So does anyone have any questions before we get off the call today? I kind of went really hard about our Facebook, and I really hope that it helps somebody who's struggling with how to just even get started in terms of Facebook. Like I said, you can take what we've done, because we haven't changed a lot in the 5 years, to be quite honest. We built it from this, and we've just been adding agents to it, like as admins. That's really the only change that we've been doing. We've kept this system pretty consistent. We make sure we answer all of our messages on time. Content below, if we do say contact us, we make sure that we get in touch with them. And the best way to do that is, like I said, is downloading the Page app. Because if you follow multiple pages, or if you're an admin to multiple pages, you can see it, you just can't get to it on the desktop, especially when you have multiple admins on the account. So download the Page app so you can get in there, answer questions in real time. Let's see, we do have a question. Trolls, thank you. I think that's Andrew in there, right? Yes, they're called trolls. That's the word. I always call them fishers, but I don't think that's the word for it. So I'll remember trolls. Thank you. And that's it, guys. I mean, if anyone needs help with getting it started at the beginning, please, by all means, reach out to me. One of the most important things I can tell you guys, if there's anyone on this call right now, and I've said it a few times, if you're getting frustrated, if you feel you don't have content, if you feel like you're not making a connection, Do not give up. Because if one person's watching you, you've got through to one person. If 4 people are watching you, that's 4 people that weren't watching you last week because you weren't doing it. Like I said, we went from 1 to 4 to 50 viewers. It's taken 2 weeks, guys, and I'm living proof. Our team has done this for 2 weeks. We're now getting listings and buys from it. So our agents are doing 2 to 3 virtual open house videos or informational videos a week. And those 3 are return on investment. We now had 6 leads this week coming from it. So don't give up. It's frustrating as anything to find out. And we could have went deep into like your niche and target your niche. The reality of it is your business page isn't going to follow a niche, or you're not going to get niche people that you want as many people as you can to get to your business page, because those people will tell the next person. And now it's not even just about your niche. You're building that brand. So don't limit yourselves on your page, your business page. And that's really it, guys. It's going to be hard and frustrating. Stick with it. It will happen. You will get there. And if anyone needs any suggestions, wants to see our timeline and how we have a calendar, and each day that calendar shows what's going live, and then making sure that live post is done. We have no problem sharing any of that stuff with anybody. So if there's no questions, you guys are free to go. Oh, we might have a question here. Oh, thanks. Oh, guys, honestly, thanks for coming today. I know we're all getting zoomed out. Thanks for showing up for me. Have a great day, everybody. Oh, we got another one? Oh, thanks. All right, bye.